Power BI, by use of Power BI, you can collaborate anywhere, like using Power BI services. So Power BI is generally used for the visualizations, and you can take any data source. By use of Power BI, you can connect with 100 plus data sources like flat files, Excel, CSV, and databases like SQL, Azure databases, and you can even use the Python script editor by use of this Power BI. And you can connect with 100 plus data sources, and you can build the interactive dashboard by use of Power BI. But there are five building blocks of this Power BI. Okay, so the dashboard is different and the report is different. Okay, so dashboard is something which you create online in Power BI services, and report is something which you are going to create in Power BI desktop only. Data set means the data set which you are going to use to create a report and to dashboard. And visualization is something which you by by using this visualization you can show the that what you have achieved, whether you have achieved the target or not. And the tiles is almost similar to the visualizations, which in which you are going to report build this here only. Okay, so reports can be of multiple pages, but the dashboard is only for a single page, in which you only import or only build the main things which you want to show to your stakeholders or any other person. Okay, but the reports can be of multiple pages. So likewise you can build a report here, but after publishing this report you can build the dashboard of your report. So after creating report, you can create a dashboard of your report. Okay, so the whatever necessary things you want to show to your manager or somewhere else, you can add those things in your dashboards and you can show them. So the main thing is measures and dimensions. Okay. So suppose here if I write sales by category. Okay. So what is measure and dimension? So measure are just a calculated fields which you can calculate. Category here you cannot calculate. Subcategory you cannot calculate. So this means sales are major. We can count the sales, we can give the average of sales, we can do the sum of sales. So sales are measures, and dimensions are just a category, subcategory, product name, because it does not allow any calculations, and these are non-numerical data. Okay, so these are the steps. You get the data, then you create the visualizations and report, and after publishing this visualization and report, you create the dashboards. And by using these dashboards, you can create your dashboard of your apps, and you can share it with with your colleagues by using Power BI services. And they will analyze what is the business decisions, how you have taken the business decisions, and what are the KPIs in that, those things. Okay, then we have a Power Query and a Power Pivot. So Power Pivot is all about getting and transforming the data. So this is called the Power Pivot. You get the data and then you do the transformation. Okay, but the Power Query is when in Power Query also you import the data, and in Power Pivot also you import the data. So I'll show you. In Power Pivot, here from here you import the data. Okay, and you can see common data sources. These are the data sources by default here. When you click on more, you will get a lot of data sources.
Okay.
So if you store the data in Excel format, you can directly get the data and click on your Excel workbook, and you can get the data in Power BI. If you store in JSON format also, you can get the data. If you store in PDF format also, you can get the data. CSV also you can get the data. Here you can see these are the files, these are the combined things, these are the files. And you will see these are the databases from where you can get the data. Okay, these are the power platforms, these are the Azure databases. Okay, and these are the online services. So suppose you can connect with SharePoint. If you have any online data, you can connect with that data by using web. See this, by using this you can connect the data, online data. Okay, and we can connect the O data feed. This is nothing but the also the this also contains the online data, in which a lot of data is stored in JSON format only. And as I said, you can write even the Python script, the R script, these things. These are the Python language and R programming language. You can also write the Python code here, and you can get the data, and by writing of Python code you can visualize that using of pandas and the NumPy libraries. Okay, we will see the example of Python also, and these things also we will see a lot of example actually.
Sure, sure.
And Power Query, I'll just give you the overview right now, then I'll. Okay, so just give me a second. Okay, so how will you reach to the Power Query? So in this, for Power BI, Power Query is an ETL tool in which you can extract the data, load the data, transform the data, and then load the data. Okay, so from directly here you can go to the Power Query tool, or you can click anywhere here. You can see this three dot and more option. Go here, and this edit query, this will also takes you to the Power Query tool.
Okay.
So if I click here, you can see Power Query editor is opening.
Mm,
Okay, so this is the Power Query editor. You can see this new source. These are the by defaults which I have uploaded the files. If you want some new files in your transformation part only, then from by clicking here you can get the files. Okay, if you want to import the Excel file, web file, or data feed, blank query means you can generate your own data, own table. Okay, even if you click on more, and you will get the more data sources, and you can connect with that data sources also. See, the same thing is also happening here. Okay, so you can connect the data source from directly to the Power BI desktop, and if you are doing some transformations and you want some other data in your transformation part only, then you can connect the data here also. I will let me import one CSV file in Power Query Editor, and then I'll import one Excel workbook in Power BI Desktop. So for importing CSV, you need to click on CSV, and this will I'm going to import it. This is the preview of my data.
okay.
Then you need to click on OK. Okay, so this is the data I have imported in Power Query. And now you can see these three options: close, apply, apply, and close. If you directly close this, then this will not appear in your Power BI desktop. Okay, means this will not saved. Okay, if you
Okay.
apply, this will saved. If you close and apply, means it will save this also, and it will close the Power Query editor. So if I do close and apply, you will see it will saved, and it is automatically close the Power Query editor.
Okay. Okay.
And then it is loading the data. So first we have transformed, extract the data through new data sources, and then we can do the transformations in Power Query, and then we can load the data like this. No, so transforming means if in your data set you have some null values, some unwanted columns, so you need to remove those things. Okay, that is means the transformation. Okay,
Okay.
I'll show you. We will go with the transformation parts. So
So it's more of a cleaning of your data,
Cleaning
right?
of the data,
Basically,
correct,
cleaning of your
correct.
data.
You prepare and you clean the data, and then only you will able to build the proper visualization. If your data is not clean, then on the while building your visualizations or creating any DAX function, on that time you will get some error. Okay, and you will not get the proper values of your data if
Okay,
you build a KPI.
fine. Are we going to go into this transformation later on in the course to understand what needs to be cleaned out, what values needs to be cleaned out? Like, say, for example, a column should not have a blank or a column should not have a null
Yes,
value or something.
yes, yes. We will.
Okay,
Today only I'll explain you about the transformation part, because our first is extracting the data and then transforming the data. So you already
understood.
know how we can how we can extract the data, right?
Right,
So
right, right, yeah.
the difference between Power Query and Power Pivot is, you have not seen in Power Query the how you can model the data and how you can set up the relationship. This is the Power Pivot, and here you can see these are the three views are there. This is the report view, this is the data view, and this is the model view. So in Power Pivot you can model your data. Model your data means you can set up the relationship between the data. By default you can see this is the relationship. Okay, one to one relationship, and currently these are the active relationship. We will come on this also. Okay, here
Okay.
you can see this, these are not the dotted lines, these are the straight lines. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
here you can see these are the dotted lines. It means this is inactive, and this is straight line means this is active.
Okay.
Okay, and here one to one means the unique values in both the table. Generally we have one to many and many to one relationship. So unique table in one data, one table, and unique data in one table, and multiples data in another table.
Okay. Okay.
So we will come on this modeling part also. So this is the one difference between, okay, you can set up a relationship and you can model the data, but in Power Query you cannot do this. Okay, you
Okay.
can create an measures here. Okay, but in Power Query you cannot create a measures. So when I say measures, it means you can use the DAX functions here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but in Power Query we have M query language. And you in Power Pivot we can
Okay.
directly remove all those things. And we can if we have to import if we have to write any additional column, on that time we need to write M query language function. But here we need to write DAX function, that is data
Okay.
analysis expression.
Okay.
So these are the some differences between Power Query and Power Editor. Okay, so here you can see in Power Query you clean the data, transform the data, and reshape or reshape your data. Like you make your data in a structure format. Okay, these are the views available in Power BI desktop. As I said, here you can see these are the report view, data view, and model view. In report view, you can create the visualizations and you can create your report of multiple pages. In data view, you will be able to see the data of your reports. So you can view any data from here. In model view, you are going to set up the relationship between your the two tables or the other tables. Okay, and here there are various business intelligence tools. So we are using this because it is very much easy to use, and also we can collaborate anywhere across the organizations. Okay, when I say collaborate, it means we are when we use Power BI services part, on that time we can easily collaborate to our manager. So if you have built a report and you have made some mistake, on that time you have sent the report in Power BI services, like you publish the report in Power BI services to your, and you have shared the report to your manager. Okay, on that time your manager will see the report and they will easily collaborate, like easily meet the requirement to you, and they will just comment on that section that you have made a mistake here, just correct it, and you will get the notification and you can easily correct this. So this is the mean of collaborate here. Also in Power BI desktop we can use we can create a mobile app. Okay, so you can get if you have created a report. Okay,
That, yeah.
so if you have created a report, okay, so this is just a report view. What if you want to see this report in your mobile view? So you need to set you cannot see this report in mobile view directly. You need to set up this into mobile format. So for that you have to go to this sorry, this view, and you will see this mobile layout. You need to click on this. Okay, now you will see the mobile. So this will look like a mobile, and whatever the visualization you will build in report, it will show into here. You just drag and drop it here and just resize the things according to the mobile. Okay, so as you can see, I have mentioned some business intelligence tools here. That is, first is Power BI, and then we have SAS Intelligence, SAP Intelligent Business Objects, ClickSense. You can go through with these things, and these are the Tableau. Okay, these are the five things in this. So first you are sourcing the data, you are getting the data, and then you are analyzing them, and then situation awareness is something you are filtering out. This means the shaping or transforming your data. Okay, and here assessment is you are discovering something in your data set, uh, which is suppose if you have some product and which is not sold at all. On that time you are discovered by using the visualizations, and then you will support, then your decision support work means whatever the transformation you have made, on that basis the company will take an action.
Hmm. Okay.
So this is for Power BI.
Okay.
Or you can say data analysis. So not only in Power BI, but in data scientists also work like this only. So first they source the data, they connect with their data source, and then they do this, and then they transform the data, and then they find the risk of that data, like the low value of that data, and then on that basis only they take the decisions.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the some real world case studies I have added. You can read this, and I have added what is the challenges they have faced and how they made it and what is the result. Okay,
Yeah.
so and where you can use this business intelligence tool. Okay, so these are the real world examples. So Uber use this business intelligence tools for pricing system. Okay, so suppose if you go from one place to another place, then what will be the price of that? So it is used Uber use this business intelligence to get that pricing here. Okay, and Walmart is used. This is for the Walmart is how online behavior influence online in-store activities, like preference based things. Okay, so what is the most purchasing item? On that basis it will use the Walmart. So if you use a business intelligence tool, okay, like Power BI, if you use, and you will get that this product have the highest sale, it means this is sold out most. So for that purpose Walmart is using, and then you can go through with these things also. These are
Okay.
the companies which use the business intelligence tools.
Okay.
Now, Power BI component. I have already explained you these two things. Okay, Power Pivot is for modeling tool, and this is allow where you can do the transformations, where you can perform ETL. Power View is, it is a presentation tool for creating charts and more. Okay, so this is nothing but here you can create a charts and uh, any other things. Okay, then we have map. It means you can add a map and you can create a geospatial representation of your data. So in this we have map, you can see this are the four maps we have. So normal map, then we have field map and shape map and this azure map. Okay, and this QA, question and answer in Power BI. So this is based on artificial intelligence. So you can see this QA part. If you click here, you can see this preparing QA. I have not prepared any question answers for any data sets, but because this is an artificial intelligence, this will prepare the data according to this, according to your visualization. See this, these are the questions which they have already prepared by themselves. Okay, it is just taking the source from here. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
it analyze everything and then it show the questions here. What if you
Okay.
want to build some questions by your side and you don't want to see these things on that time also, you can build it by yourself also. I'll show you in depth that also, but currently you can just see this. We can use of this AI functions, we can easily
Yeah.
create the things.
Mhm.
Okay, so how you will prepare the report? So first you have to install the Power BI, and then you select the source, and then you design the report, and then you save the report, and then you can publish this report into Power BI services.
Okay.
Okay, and we have three pricing structure in Power BI, like the three version of Power BI. So first is the free version which we are using. Okay, and the second is Power BI Pro. So for Power BI Pro also we have 90 days of free trial. As you can see, user can try it free trial for the subscription 60 days for 60 days. Okay, and premium we cannot use. Premium is used by the organizations or the companies. Okay, so because you can see the pricing structure of premium is this in dollar, this is 4995. Okay, and this can be used by a group of organization. Suppose if you are working as a Power BI developer and you have three more colleagues in your team, then you all can use Power BI premium structure.
Okay.
And Pro, you can
Mhm.
use it as a trial version for 60 days, and after 60 days it will going to be expired, and if you want to use this again, then you have to buy this. This you don't have to buy, this is totally free. But as this is totally free, we have some restrictions on that. Okay,
Okay.
so one more is there, that is this is the premium version, that is nothing but the premium capacity. And another we have, between pro and premium capacity we have premium per user, that is nothing but PPU. Okay, so currently this is a preview feature. Pricing structure is not decided for this right now. You can use this uh, instead of this premium, because this is currently free. So it is work between the Power BI Pro and the premium version. So it means you can use the pro things here and the premium capacity things also here. Okay.
Is it like the features are quite for the free one? Are the features that we can use are much lesser than what we can use in Pro and Premium?
Yes, yes.
and those features are related to building your dashboards. मतलब, how restricted are we while when we use the free desktop
Okay,
while creating desktop?
so
Yeah.
when you use free desktop, on that time you are not able to share the reports, or you are not able to, this. Okay, I just forget. Just okay, the gateway part. I'm so sorry. Okay, so in free version you are not able to schedule able to set up the schedule refresh or the incremental refresh. So the schedule refresh is, you can set up the schedule refresh for your report by multiple times, or weekly, or if you set up the report and you want your report to be automatically refreshed. Okay, on that time you cannot use you cannot set up in this free desktop. Okay, so a lot of things you cannot do in free desktop, which you can do in pro desktop. Pro and the premium per user, and the premium capacity is all set, you can use anything in this.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so this is the architecture that we connect and publish the data sources, and then we connect with the gateways. So gateway is a bridge between your data set and your data. Okay. So it means when you publish your reports online, on that time gateway is the bridge between both of them. Okay. To the power when you publish this and connect with the Power BI services, and then you can access these things. So this is just an architecture what they have shown. Then the main concept is the star schema and the snowflake schema. Okay, this is the modeling part. So star schema, as you can see, this is my star schema. So one fact table and connected with the another dimension tables. So you can see when all dimension tables are connected with the fact table and resembles in a shape of star, then it becomes a star schema. And this is the snowflake schema. It means a dimension table is connected with the sub dimension table, and dimension table is connected with the fact table. Okay, so this is called the snowflake schema. So which is better to use? So we are generally using the star schema, because that gives a better performance. If you compare these and these, you can see here this is connected with again the another dimension table. It means it will take more time to achieve anything. Okay, but here
Hmm.
you can see eh, fact table is directly connected with the dimension table. So might be so suppose you have one major fact table, that is order, in which you have all those things. Okay, regarding the product, regarding the store, and regarding the time. Okay, but
Hmm.
in product table they have only for the product things. They are not going to build the store things here. Okay, store columns or any other things. But in store table only the information of store. In timetable the information of time. In product table information of time, information of product. But in this fact table you have all the informations regarding the product, time, and store. As you can see, we have product key, time key, store key, and the order dollars and the quantities or the sales profit, all those things will be in order table. So this means these are fact table, and these are the dimension tables. And in this I have another sheets. This we can see that these are the dimension tables. Why? Because this contains the order related things. So you can see the people here is connected with the region. Okay, and this region part is also in order. You can see this. Okay, so we can connect people with order. Okay, but this is my main table, this is my fact table, then this will become my this dimension table. So in this case, yes, definitely these things will be the dimension. But if you add something else, okay, in this,
Hmm.
which is not related to your order. Okay, which is not related to your order returns and people's anything, on that time this will not going to become your dimension table, because you are not able to connect with the order tables. Okay, so if you have anything regarding the order table in this sheet, then on that time it will become your dimension table. We
Not
need
necessary.
one common, we need one unique values in this sheet, and in this will generally contain some multiple values, because these are the main data set we have. Okay, so for connecting this sheet to this, we need one common values. So as you can see, in people we can connect region with this order table, because in region is also here, and people is also in people tab also we have region. In return tab we have order id, and in orders tab also we have order id. So between two sheets we definitely need one common table, one column, common column here to connect with the main fact table. If you're working in some company, then they have their own data sets. Okay, and that will become, you need to identify that what will be your the this largest data set like fact table, and what will be your dimensions. So that is
Understood.
easily identified that if you have these things, you can see this product, store and time, which have the information of the table for a particular table. Okay, so for product we have another table that is only product related information, and in fact table you will get all the information regarding the order related, whether it will be the city or products or the stores or the times. That will be your fact table.
Understood. Yeah.
This is the snowflake schema, and this is the star schema. So you have understood the star schema, right?
Yes, yes.
And now snowflake schema is this. As you can see, this is the fact table, and this is connected with the another dimension table. So for this fact table revenue, we have branch dimension, and then we have dealer. Okay, but for this dimension table we have another dimension table which contains the location, and in location they have provided id and region, and also the another dimension table which contains country, which contains the id and name of the country. So this means this is the fact table which the dimension table contains the another dimension table. So generally, we use this Snowflake schema, star schema in Power BI, and as I mentioned, Snowflake schema are good for the data warehouses where you have a largest data set in this databases. On that time, you can use this. Okay. So the main and important thing is Power BI updated every month, and they release new features every month. So you need to keep updated your Power BI. Okay. So before going to the visualization part, first we will go with the transformations, then we will build this visualizations. So, okay, I will explain you what is this in this ribbon parts. So this is the data hub where you have all the data sets. These are the data sources, like you can directly connect to the SQL server here, or you can connect to the SQL server from here. You can see this. Okay, so these are the default location which is given here. Enter data means you can enter you can create your own data set from here. Okay,
Okay.
so by use of dataverse you can connect to the SQL. These are the recent sources. It means whatever the recent file you have opened, it will show into here. You can see these are the recent files which I have opened. Okay. By use of transform you can get to the Power Query editor tool, and this is the data source setting. So this is the important one. So suppose if I click data source setting, these are the locations of my files. Okay, if my file location is changed, okay, let me change my one file location. Suppose for this, I'm just copying this and I'm putting it into my desktop. Okay, and I'm deleting from here. Okay, so I have changed my file location. Okay, from this folder to the desktop. Okay, now, okay, I have not uploaded that file here. Okay, let me just transpose part. Okay, okay, this one. Okay, so I have changed my file location. In this case, what will happen is you are not able to currently when you go to the transform power query editor, you will not able to see the data. Okay, it will show you an error that, see, this will given you an error. Okay, it will show you that you have changed the path. Okay, so
Mm.
for this I have not changed anything. So these things I'm able to change the I'm able to see the data of this, but for this I'm not able to see the data. So how will you change the data source setting? So you can directly click here and you can change the data source setting. You can click on this advanced editor and you can paste your destination things here. Okay, these are the two ways. And the next is you can click on go to error. Okay, and then edit setting. When you click on edit setting, it will show you one pop up, and then you can browse for your file where you have placed. Okay, then you can, I have placed this file in desktop. Fill down, I'm selecting that file, then open. Then it will take the uh, path. Okay, and then click on OK. Now you can see I'm able to see the data here. And from advanced editor you can paste your path. So for pasting path you have to go to this desktop. Okay, and then, okay, this one, you need to do right click. Okay, properties, and then in security you will get this path, and you just copy this path and paste it there. Okay, so you can paste it in advanced editor here. Okay, so you can change the data source setting like this. So this is also the important things. If someday you are not able to get the data and you forget the things where you have placed, on that time it will work. Okay, so if you import the data from Power BI desktop, then on that time it will show you two options, that you can directly load the data and you can directly transform your data. Okay, so as you can see, this is my header and it is not comes in header place, and my header says column 1 and column 2 now, and this contains an as values. This I don't want. Okay, here also the same thing. Okay, this is perfect. So in this stage you can directly load the data and then you can do the transformation. and or else you can directly transform, you can directly go to the Power Query editor part. Okay, so I'm directly going to the Power Query editor part, so it will directly open the Power Query. See, because any which way I, after loading, I have to come to this Power Query editor. Okay,
Okay.
so you can see this return and order ID my headers, but right now this contain, this is taken as values. So for
Mm.
what, how we can do this? So in this you can see this use first row as header. Okay, so this will prompt the first row as header. So when I click on this, return and order ID will become my header. Okay, so I'm just clicking here. Now you will see this is my header. Same things I'm going to do this. This will be my header. Okay. Okay, so we will explore this Power Query editor and the transformation parts. Yes, so you have to perform the transformations like removing null values and all those things you can perform in this only. You cannot
Okay.
remove null values in Power Pivot like in desktop. You have to
Okay.
remove those things here only. Okay, so you can see these things. See this three error valid error empty, and then this column, this distinct, and what is the difference between unique. I'll explain you these things also, and then we will do the side by side the transformations also. Okay, in view part we have these things. Okay, data preview. So these are the by default monospace, white space. This will just for new line characters, and this is for font size. Okay, monospace, white space. The thing is column quality, column profile, and column distribution. So if I uncheck this quality, then you can see error part is remain gone. That error valid and empty part. See, so this will show you that how many percent of your data is valid, how many error value you have in your data set, and what is the percentage of empty value you have in your data set, like null values in your data set. Okay, so you can easily see here, and you then you can directly according to this you can convert your data set into one more stable or structure format. Okay, by seeing this, if you found that there is error in somewhere, then you can check it for that, and you can remove that error, and then you can proceed with for the visualizations. So right now you can see all are 100% valid data, there is no error in this. See, no error, no empty spaces are there here also. Let me see here. Okay, now here you can see we have 0% error and empty space, but in this column, okay, so this is for particular column, so for each column they have given this column quality. Okay, so for this you can see 12% is only valid data and 88% is empty data. So we need to remove this empty thing. Okay,
Mm.
so this is about the column quality and column distribution. So just see this. Okay, see this column distribution and these distinct and two unique values. Okay, so when I hide this, uncheck this, on that time it is not able to see. So what is the difference between distinct and unique? So distinct values includes the duplicates and null values, whereas unique values do not includes any duplicates and null values. So you can see we have two distinct, two unique values, that is China and India, and we have
Mhm.
rest of others are the distinct values. That is India, all values in this China. These are the distinct values.
Okay. Okay. Mm. Understood.
Okay. So this is the column distribution, and a column profile you will get for the each column here from here, that this is for particular this column. You can see this is minimum China. So from here also you can see the error part and the empty part, all those things. So
But yeah, Nagma, do we know?
okay, so this is the column profile. Okay, so in this for we have a, okay, let me go here. Okay, the important thing is merge query and the append query. Okay, so what is merge query and what is append query? Okay, just give me a second, I'll take our data. So first we will see what is append. Okay. And what is merge. So append query means combining rows from two or more tables, or append query means combining rows from two or more tables. Okay, but the structure of these columns should be same. So suppose we have id name salary, so we want in this also id name and salary. If structure is not same, then on that time it is not going to append it. Okay, so for this, you can see we have ID employee name department and we have ID employee name department. Okay, for that we don't have any proper structure. So let me import this one also. So the structure should be same if you want to append rows from the tables, from other tables. Okay, so for appending this, what I'm going to do is, you will see the two option, append query and append queries as new. If you do append query, then in existing table only it will append it. Okay, if you do append query as new, on that time it will create a new table for the append. Okay, so I'm not going to create any into existing table. I'm going to create a new table for appending. Okay, and now you can see it is going to ask you for the two or more tables, and when you click on three or more tables, it is, you can just add those tables here. Just click on here and then add it the another tables. So currently I'm performing for two or more table. So first table, that is I have already selected, and second table, which table I want to combine with this. So department B, and then you just have to click on OK. Now you can see this is my append. Okay,
Okay.
so I have combined department. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, A and B. So in A, I have 1 to 5 ID, and in B, I have 6 to 10 ID. And here I'm able to see 1 to 10 ID by combining
Yeah.
department A and B. So this is
Mhm.
how you can perform the append. Merge is based on the joins. Okay, so merge query means combining data from two or more table based on matching rows. Okay, same key column should be there between the table. So it is similar to joins, and append is similar to union all in SQL. Okay, so now we will perform this. The same option for this is merge query and merge query as new. So I'm going to do merge query as new. Now you can see I have one table that is append. So I'm not going to take this. I'm going to take this department B and department C. Okay, and we have one matching values in this. Okay, you can see this and this have matching values. Okay, and the joins you can perform it from here. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 type of joins in Power BI. You need to remember this. Okay, so
Mhm.
left empty, right empty, rows only in first column. And okay, so this is something. uh, Okay, left outer join means ma- all the columns from the left side, but the matching columns from the right table. Okay, right is just opposite to left. Right means all the columns of the right side and matching columns from the left side. Full outer means it will join both the tables. Inner means it will join by only matching values. Okay, so if you use inner join, okay, so you can see the selection matches 0 of 5 rows from first table and 0 of 3 rows from the second table. Okay,
Okay.
and you can click on OK. Okay, so after merging this we have merged, but we are not able to see the data. So for
Mhm.
getting the data, you will see this expand option, this see this icon. You need to click here. Okay, you have to select this. And what currently this is very small data, so we are going to select all of these things. But if you have a large data, on that time you can select the necessary things which you want in your table. Okay, so click on OK. Why it is showing that table is empty? Okay, because I have used this inner joins, and there is no matching values in department C and the B. Because if you see the ID we have. Okay, let me just take out this. Okay, and in department C we have 1 2 5. In department A we have. Okay, inner join will find you only the matching rows. Like if you have ID is 1 3 5 here and 1 3 5 here, on that time if you perform the inner join, then it will give you 1 3 5 only. It will just remove the 2 and the 4 part. It is not going to show you.
Okay. But that is when we give ID as a parameter for merging, right?
Correct. Correct. So now you can see three of three rows are matching. If you click on OK, then you will be able to see the data 135. And for department C data, you need to expand it from here, and you can take it these things, and then you can see this is for department A and this is for department C. So ID comes twice. We don't want this ID to be appear again. So you can select when you expand these things. Okay. So just remove the ID and select the employee name and department, and here the employment and department which have the same ID 135. Okay, if you just want to remove it department ID currently, then you can do this. You can just click here, and just this you can see the remove column. You can see this remove column. You can remove it from here. Okay, and you can rename as well. That is currently is the department C employee name. You can rename it into employee name like this. Okay. So did you understand the merge and append? Do you have any question in this? Merge append will just combine the two tables. It will not see whether it is matched or not, but the structure of the table should be same. But in merge, structure could be anything. Okay, but it will give you the, if you provide the condition of joins, then on that basis of joins it will work. So if you
Okay.
want matching tables, only matching records you want to see for a particular data, that for suppose if you're working with HR data set. Okay, on that time if you see when they have taken a leave, or what are the matching values, or what are the salaries are there, matching salaries between the employees, on that time you can use these joins, any kind of other joins. So this is totally based on joins. Okay, so currently you can see, uh okay, if you have I have performed the joins based on ID, right? So
Right.
if you are saying ID one have the technology department but not an employee name, right?
Right.
So in this time it will give you null. If you if you perform any other joins, then on that time that this is totally based on join, then it will not give you a null values. It will give you
Mm-hmm.
the right whatever the values we have in table. Okay.
Okay.
So in this basis, definitely it is going to give you George as null if you have selected based on ID.
Okay. Mm. Okay.
So this is about the append and merge. And then what is fill down and fill up, we'll see. Okay. So fill down means suppose you are using Excel, and we can easily drag the all things in India in the this below cells, right? But here you need to use the fill down option, that is in transform. Okay, you can see this fill down. So these are the null values, and I want to remove these null values. I don't want these null values to be here. So on that time I will do this fill down. So India will fill down till the 9 row, and then China will fill down till the 17 rows. Okay,
Okay.
you can see this. Fill up is just an opposite. You can do fill up, and it will do fill up of all those things. So
Mm-hmm.
these are the things. So the main is you can see the applied steps here. So
Yeah.
what is the supplied step? So as you can see, I have performed this fill up. Okay, let me just prompt headers, and let me just change the data type also. Remove the data type also. Okay, now you can see in the source navigation. Okay, do this also. Okay, this is my data. Okay, Currently you can see my header is column 1 2 3, my header should be country, cities and population. So I'm going to change it into use first row as a header. As soon as I have done this, you can see these two steps are automatically added, okay, in applied steps. So whatever the steps we will perform here, it will get automatically record here, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Mm.
Okay, so it will get automatically record here. So change type, how it will detect that this is an this number and this is the values and any other things, okay. So we have this automatically detected. But if in some case if I remove this, okay, change type, and you can see this is not we are not able to understand that what is the data type of population, whether it is a number or it is a text, okay. So you can change the data type by clicking here also, okay, you can change it. Also you can go to this transform, and when you click on this detect data type, on that time it will detect the data type of this automatically, okay. And also you can change it from here, detect data type, okay. So these are the three ways you can change the data type. So for this also I'm just clicking on detect data type, okay. It will detect that it is a text, this is also text, so it will detect this. And now I'm adding one more step, I'm just applying it here, that this is fill up, okay. And you can see this steps is already automatically added. So also you can give the description of particular step, that what is all about this step on how you what you have done actually. So you just right click here, you can go to the properties and you can add the description, that you have, okay, fill the values. Suppose I have given this description. So now you can see filled up and the description is fill the values. Okay. It's, and now you can see we get this icon, information icon, that it contains why I have we have performed the this step, fill the values. And this is the setting icon here, okay. So for this actually not for this, okay. So when we add any conditional column, and you we will have to change, okay, we will see this okay. Now you can see this is the data set we have, and data type is also detected by default. Here I'm going to add a conditional column, okay. So how will you add a conditional column? You can see in add column we have add custom column, okay. So we can add a custom column also, and we can add the this conditional column also.
Okay.
So based on profit, whether if profit is like 50 or 55 plus or anything, then it will be my profit, and if profit is in minus, then it will be my loss, okay. If I give this kind of condition, then on that basis also you can find the whether it is profit and loss. So I'm just clicking on conditional column,